Okay, so now the challenge round. This time we're not going to tell you the formulas for the substance, so you can't decide the type of bondings and interactions that are going on from the formula. You're going to have to figure it out from properties. So you're going to have 4 unknowns. Your job is to figure out what type of bonding they have. This is unknown number 2. This is unknown number 3. This one is unknown 4. And the last one, this is unknown 10. Okay, so now we have run our solubility in water, oil, and ethyl alcohol test for all 4 of your unknowns. And if we look at them, and you'll have the chance to examine it more closely, but remember what you're looking for is when the substance is no longer visible, that indicates that it has dissolved. When the substance is clearly visible, that indicates it has not dissolved. And just to add to your understanding, I put approximately the same amount of substance in each of the wells, so it's possible that you have a partial dissolving as well. All right, so now we're going to go back to our conductivity test. And again, I have my probes that I'm very carefully not touching. And so we're going to start with sample 2, which for this one I actually need to take out of its beaker so that I can aim. And let's see if I can get this onto there we go. So we do clearly have conductivity. Okay. This is sample 3. And I very clearly don't have conductivity. Sample 4 as a solid. Again, nothing. And sample 10 as a solid. And again, a lot of excitement there. No conductivity. Now, remember, if it doesn't dissolve in water, then we don't have to test the solubility of the solution. So I'm going to not test the solubility of 2 and 3 because they didn't dissolve in our original test. But I will test 4 and 10. Give them a good swirl. And here is sample 4. Yep. Nothing happening. And one more good swirl. Sample 10. Also a whole lot of nothing. Okay, and now we're going to test the pH of our 2 solutions. Remember, we're not testing our ones that we did not dissolve. And so my sample number 4. Well, that's interesting. I'd say it's maybe leaning even towards some green. Okay, and my sample number 10. Oh, and there we go. This time, oh, I'd say maybe even a 2. Okay, now on to the reactivity test. Like before, we've set up samples 2, 3, 4, 10, and then across the top, the HCl, NaOH, and magnesium. Now, I've already gone ahead for time's sake and put sample 2 in all 3 of our test substances. And I've put sample 3 in all 3 of our test substances. I didn't see a lot happening, but let's go ahead and add sample 4. We'll do this one together. Here's sample 4 in HCl. And that does seem to be tiny bubbles. Okay, and here's in sodium hydroxide. Definitely not the same as it was in the acid. And here it is in the magnesium. Okay, and our last one is going to be sample 10. Same deal. Whoop, in the acid, doesn't really do much there. In the base, whoop, something more is happening in that one. A little bit. And in the magnesium. Okay, for our final test, relative melting temperatures. So I already have 3 substances in there. Just for the sake of clarity, I saved 1 to add in as we started the video. This is 2. I'm going to put 3 here. This is 4, and this is 10. And let's get some number 3 into this. And that became liquid almost instantly when I put it on. So we'll take it right off, and now we will wait to see the response in the other 3.
And if you notice, this last one, sample 10, is now melting, where the other 2 are still hanging out. Okay, so the last 2, this one here, sample 4, still not much changing. In sample 2, it looks like not much is changing, but when I go to move them around, it appears that a couple of these pieces are starting to stick together. And that is the last of the melting data.